it's Renee, and I am bringing you a video today showing you a new junk journal I made. And I will go through it with you and try and explain everything I did. So this is my junk journal. I really like how this one turned out. I did this one using digitals. So there are some things that aren't digitals. So it's kind of a hybrid, if you will. I did use digitals from Etsy shops, and those shops are Tailored Made Journals, The Journal Boat, Janie B Journals, and Paper Daisy Journals. So I will have links for those different Etsy shops down below in my description. First of all, I just wanted to show you some things. So I'll take this off. So this here, this was actually a Cheerios box, the outside cover. And I used a sheet of paper, scrapbooking paper on the front. The paper was from Blue Fern. And then on top of that, I used a stencil twice, and then used some Tim Holtz mixed media and distress crayons and a whole bunch of other things to give the effect, and some embossing powder. On the outside part of it, after I did my signature, I cut up a leather jacket that I bought from a secondhand shop or an up shop, and I used that to cover the binding. So that is the outside. And the back side. This journal I'm doing here, I actually did using rose images. So I wanted it to be a vintage rose, or in Tailored Made Journals case, La Vie en Rose type of journal. So that is what I'm going for. So let's have a look. The inside covers are nothing spectacular. I just left them the way they are for now. Maybe I could go back and change that down the road, but I kind of was okay with it. This book has 3 signatures, and I'm just going to show you what I did with this. I tore most of the pages on the outsides. These are pieces of washi, and I'm probably going to go back actually after I did this and put some sentiments along the side and probably emboss them. So do that. This has embossing. This is from Tailor Made Journals. It's one of her stamps she does. And they're kind of a one and done, kind of like Tim Holtz does. Once she does it, once it's sold out, that's it. You'll notice in my journals, because I love the actual artsy part of it, I don't put a lot of areas to write. I can, but a lot of my journals I'm actually making to sell, and I don't know what people want, whether they want more of an artsy flair or to write in them. So this one here, I'll take out the pieces that I put in this one. I have that one. And then that one. And I just put ribbons on these. This one I made myself. The other one is a digital. That's just a stamp with some rice paper and some stamping over top. And then this one, the pouch is part of the digitals. That's a digital, as well as this. This is scrapbook paper. And then this is also a digital. I didn't do a lot of stitching on this one because I did a lot of stitching in my last journal, which is the Christmas journal, which I'll have a link up top there to the right, so you can go and have a look at the Christmas journal, which was a 5 signature journal. It was pretty big. So I didn't put a lot of stitching in this one because I will probably do a lot of stitching in the next one. This is rice paper. So I cut that out and just put that down with some gel medium. And then this is a vellum pocket. And then this, I think these are all digitals. That's a digital. Look at the color on there, it's beautiful. That's also, actually, was this a digital? Nope, this was not a digital. This was a postcard I had from a long time ago. And this was a digital. Just the colors are so vibrant and beautiful. And honestly, when you're doing digitals, it really depends on what kind of papers you use, which makes a huge difference. A lot of these ones here, this is scrapbook paper. Most of this is digitals, but this is a scrapbook sheet. And then the library pocket, I have a few things in here, so we'll have a look. None of this is digitals. This was all just pieces I had that I popped together. And this library card, it is a digital. Get that in there. All right, so let's move along. Just the colors are so beautiful. This was rice paper. And a lot of these I did my own design or scrapbooking type things or whatever on the other side of digital sheets. This is an embossed stamp. So I used embossing powder. That's that look. And then here, none of this is digitals. The pullouts, that scrapbook paper. That's a sheet I had already. This is a digital. I just love the colors. And this one here, this pocket, this was another one of TaylorMade Journal's retired stamps. And that's embossed with embossing powder. This one here, this is the back side of an envelope. So that's that flap there. None of this is digitals, but on this side, both of these cards are digitals. I used some washi tape for the flips. This here's some more pullouts. These are pieces I had. This was a little tag I had already. I already had this piece. And I made this piece. So I just did like a loosey-goosey kind of print. I drew and used some watercolors. I drew kind of a weird looking rose, if you will. So those are those pieces in that pocket. This one, I love these skeleton clips from 49 and Market. I use a lot of them. These are all digitals. So there's that one. This one, I just love how these turned out. And this piece. And then those are skeleton clipped in here. And on the flip side of that, there's that piece. This one is a clip. And this one I just made with flashcard and other pieces I already had. And then these pieces, I think these are all digital. There's that one there. Oh, this one isn't. This is scrapbook paper. This is digital. And that's also a digital. Okay, so moving on. Yeah, these turned out, I just love the colors and the flare. This is the other side of that envelope, and then there's just a couple pieces put inside, and these are both digitals. This pocket is a digital file folder, and then these are both digitals. With a lot of these, I use staples. Sometimes I use staples, sometimes I stitch. Yeah, I love how it turned out, and the color is just so gorgeous. And I really think it also depends on what kind of printer you're using. I use an Epson EcoTank ET, I think it's a 2850. So it's this year's model. And I tell you, I've never had a printer that works as awesome as that one. So this one, I made this with a bag, and I added coffee stain. And that video is also on my channel, so you can look through and see that one, or I will link it down below. That's from Joe's Jersey Journals. This is a digital. That's a digital. This is a digital. And then this is a scrapbook card. So those are all just inside this bag that you flip up. So there's that. And I'll just turn some of these. And there's that piece. Like, look at how vibrant that came out, and that is digital. This is an inkjet, and I tell you, it depends on what kind of paper you use. Lorna at Tailor Made Journals, she told me exactly which ones I should be using, and I tell you, it totally worked. Just, I love, love, love the looks of these, and it's just amazing how the color turned out. I will definitely be using these digitals again because I just love the look of them. So lots of room in this one in the back to write, if that's something you wanted to do, or if you just wanted to look at the pictures and the images, because they're gorgeous, they're stunning. This one here, this is another one of Tailor Made Journals retired stamps, and I used embossing powder on that one as well. This is her most recent one, I believe. This one is with my file folder. And then here's another one. I just did a faint stamp from her. And then here's the back side. This is the last one. And there's just a few cards in this envelope. And I believe these are all digitals. Gorgeous, hey? So that is my Vintage Rose journal. I'd love to know what you think of it, if that's your style, or what you kind of like it when it comes to journals. I have 2 more on the go right now, so those will be worked on and hopefully uploaded soon. But in the meantime, you can check out all my other social media on Instagram and Facebook. And I have my Etsy shop, and I have a blog. So check those all out. The descriptions are down below. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel. and like my video and hit that bell notification and the all so you get all the videos when they come available. Thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate your support and I hope you enjoyed this. Take care and have an awesome day.